Let's do this next example same way. So in this example we have both x's and y's have opposite signs, so it doesn't really make any difference at all where we start. I would look at the y's and say the y's are a little bit smaller numbers than the x's, and so maybe I would start with the y's instead. If we do that, we can multiply the top equation by 15 because that's the number that's in front of the other y. So we would take 15 times 15 to get 225x. 9 times 15 would give us minus 135y. And negative 63 times 15 gives us a negative 945. That means in the bottom equation we would need to multiply by 9 because that's what's in the top equation. So we'd have negative 25 times 9 is negative 225x. 15 times 9 would be a positive 135y. And 105 times 9 would equal a positive 945. So if we add these together, these cancel out, leaving me 0. These cancel out, leaving me 0. And I'm left with 0 equals 0, which is infinitely many solutions. This means those lines were really the same to begin with. In example 4, it meant those lines were really parallel to begin with. No solution. So let's look at a fairly common type of word problem. At a fast food joint, 5 cheeseburgers and 3 shakes cost $20.50. At the same fast food joint, 3 cheeseburgers and 2 shakes cost $12.75. So we want to find out what the cost of those cheeseburgers and shakes were to begin with. So let's call cheeseburgers C and shakes S. This first part allows us to write one equation. We would have 5C plus 3S is equal to $20.50. Now this next sentence gives us our next equation. It tells us that 3 cheeseburgers, or 3C, plus 2 shakes, 2S, is equal to $12.75. And this is a system of equations. We want to solve them together, and we'll do that by addition. So we'll choose a letter to get rid of. It doesn't matter which. Maybe we just choose the S's because the numbers are smaller. In order to get rid of the S's, I would need to multiply this top equation by 2, because that's what's in the bottom equation. So that would give me 10C plus 6S is equal to 41. In the bottom equation, I would need to multiply by 3, but I need to have a negative sign here so the signs are opposite. So I would need to use a negative 3. So negative 3 times 3 is a negative 9C. Negative 3 times 2 is a negative 6S. And negative 3 times 12.75 is negative 38.25. So we'd add these together. 10C plus a negative 9C is just 1C. The S's cancel out. And 41 plus a negative 38.25 is 275. So now I know that my cheeseburgers, because C stood for cheeseburgers, are $2.75. Now it wants to know how much the shakes are as well, so I need to go back and use that in either one of my beginning equations. It doesn't matter which one, just choose the one that looks easiest. So this bottom one has some smaller numbers, so I might use it there. I'm going to plug that in place of C. So 3 times 2.75 would be 825. I'll subtract 825 from both sides. So I have 2s is equal to 12.75 minus 8.25 is 4, 5. And I would divide both sides by 2. And that tells me that s is equal to 225. So my shakes are 225 each.